Hey Patriots, it's KG here from the Proof blog, and today is September 11th, 2020, 19 years after that harrowing day that a lot of us witnessed either firsthand or through television. And it was a day, again, to me, that had a huge effect on my life. Of course, this blog wouldn't exist today. I wouldn't be in the profession I am currently, and I probably wouldn't have studied political science and homeland security and the things that I did in college. So it had a huge effect on me. As I stated in the little blurb today, the biggest effect that it had on me, or the thing that I remember most, was the patriotism and brotherly love that Americans had for one another after that event. You know, I walked through different cities and neighborhoods, and you could see entire streets lined with flags absolutely everywhere, in windows and in shops and stores. A beautiful sight of togetherness, unity, and just all-around love for one another. Out of that came the saying, "Never forget," and the hashtag that went with it, "Never forget." And I think that developed because we understood the unique bravery, the unique camaraderie that we had as Americans, for those that, not only that we lost, the 3,000 lives that we lost that day, but also for those that voluntarily ran into those towers to try and save others. And we want to never forget that. We want to never forget the patriotism, the sacrifice of those individuals. And that's something that's, I think, important and beautiful, to never forget those things. Now, I've been browsing Facebook and Twitter today, something that you don't often want to do because it's a cesspool of information and bad feelings. But I did so, and I came across a number of posts talking about how it was hypocritical of those on the right to put hashtag never forget on today's events when those on the right, want other Americans to forget past wrongs in Americans' history. And of course, they're talking about issues of slavery, or like with the Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, and other bad history that America has. America is not unique to wrongdoings in the past, not at all. Every nation has them, of course. And I think that there's an important distinction between what the left is perceiving as hypocrisy for us saying to never forget for something 9/11, and for these calls to move on from the past for things like slavery. For one thing, I've never called for anyone to move on from the past. I think it's important things to remember, things like slavery, things like the Trail of Tears, these horrible past issues that America has gone through. What is important to note, though, is that the reason why we're hoping people move forward and better themselves and not dwell on these issues is because those that constantly bring them up are doing so to divide us. Whereas we're calling people to remember 9/11 or events like that because we're focusing on the unity that all of America celebrated after that horrible event. When we bring up slavery and Jim Crow and these horrible issues, I think it's important to remember where we've come from. We fought a civil war to end the horrors of slavery. We did incredible things to move to where we are now, and some on the left want to suggest that we haven't improved any bit from the 50s or the 60s, and that America should pay dearly for the past wrongs. Look, I don't think any of us deny what happened in the past was horrible. But bringing it up, conjuring it back to develop and to incite negative feelings that divide us and that create division within the body of the House of America is something that none of us should look forward to. And I think that's why you see many on the right that say move on from these things. Not that we should forget these histories, but that we should learn from them and grow from them. For 9/11, again, it's a different case. We're not conjuring up negative ill will towards the Arab people and beating war drums. Of course, we went through those things, and we had some people do that, but that's not why we're calling for people to never forget. So I just wanted to make that point clear. I think that some on the left have decided to take that stance today and say that the right is hypocritical for writing never forget. Ironically, using today to divide us even more. And I hope that even they can say that they were proud to be American then, even if they're not proud to be American now. What changed, again, is not America. I think we've moved towards the better every year, especially the years that I've been alive, as a minority, as a black man, as a Mexican man, and as someone with native blood, mostly that being from Mexico. I don't harbor these ill wills and ill feelings, and I hope they don't either. And yet, as we continue to move forward and improve in so many different areas, the left continues to move towards just a spirit of something that is hard to describe in my opinion, but a spirit that conjures up just negativity all the time. So unfortunately, they made today about themselves when it should be about celebrating Americans, and I hope you can consider those things. Hope you have a blessed day, and thank a first responder today, because they're going through some hard times right now, and it'd be nice to get back to that spirit of goodwill. God bless you guys.